Good afternoon, people. So this is kind of part 2 to the video that we've just done with the Oktoberfest. And the reason we're doing part 2 is because we'd already gone God knows how many minutes and it's just going to bore the life out of everyone.
Yeah.
Which I get. And this is obviously Oktoberfest 2024, the Paulaner offering, which we're now doing against the Lowenbrau offering. The reason of that is, it's just absolutely stunned me. We've done 24 versus 23, and the difference was phenomenal.
Quite a notable difference. Quite surprising.
So I'm going to pour some Lowenbrau, and then we'll get on rather than doing another God knows how long video. The people are going to say he's doing my head in, aren't they? Don't shake your head. You're meant to be on the same team. Sometimes. Right, there you are. That's enough of that. What's the dog looking for? So, we have the Lowenbrau out of the PerfectDraft, which I said nothing's going to beat. I hadn't tried this year's Paulaner, and after being somewhat disappointed with it for the last few years, if I'm honest, because I found it got sweeter and sweeter, and just everyone seemed to say it was that good because it was really cheap, I thought, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was just finding them too sweet, and last year's offering of the Paulaner was not so much to your liking, was it?
No.
Now, having opened this bottle today, the 2024 Oktoberfest Paulaner, it's coming in with a little bit of bitterness on the end. It's quite bready, almost wheaty at the beginning.
The malts are not too sweet as they run through you. It was smooth.
You were expecting something, and
Not
I
very good.
tasted it, and I thought, he's going to be pleasantly surprised. And you were, weren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. I was absolutely shocked. Obviously, I have a lot of banter with a certain beer group, and I was the first Paulaner fan out of us, let's not forget. And then they all kind of got into it, and I sort of thought, I don't like this very much anymore. And they said, that's because we like it, and it was never like that at all. I've actually got 2 Paulaner pumps, Paulaner memorabilia. I always say Paulaner was named after me. So I wanted it to be my favourite beer. It was never quite the Frankie thing, although at one stage I struggled between the Paulaner Weizen and the Frankie Weizen to choose.
For me, it just shows there can be differences from year to year. Sometimes you just wouldn't expect it, and I wouldn't have expected it to be quite so much on last year's to this year's. It really does have a drier finish, a little bit more bitterness, not quite so sweet at all.
Yeah, absolutely lovely. So now I have to put it against the celebrity, which is the Lowenbrau. Let's go again. And we have been drinking, I say, the other one, which was sweet. But unfortunately, at this present moment in time, as I said to Michelle, I only have that bottle. I don't want to do another God knows how much order if Aldi don't get them. So what is it doing to the Lowenbrau?
The Lowenbrau's just cutting it just a little bit for me. There's just that little bit more complexity. There's a little bit of citrus in there that I'm picking up on.
Right. For me, and this is, I've shouted out about this, as you know.
Yeah.
The Lowenbrau is a bit more complex. I get what she's saying there, but it's more sweeter. And that's how it is.
It has got a slightly more sweet malt on the beginning. Although it does balance itself off with the other flavours in there.
It's still sweeter than the Paulaner. For me, the Paulaner is like how I used to enjoy them for years, when they used to flow down and everything. And Paulaner's kind of here restored my faith. I love the Lowenbrau.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
I
but
would
it
go along with this. This is, if I was to taste both of these beers, knowing what his taste preference is.
Wait.
Tomato, stop.
I am. I'm kicking at the dog, not the wife.
He's being naughty.
Not doing that to the wife. Yeah.
Not the husband.
Oh, well, hold on a minute. Husband, where? Where is it?
I am definitely go on this one for Paul. It isn't as sweet. It has a more bitter finish and not so sweet on the malt at the beginning.
Yeah, I got to be honest here. I am quite a huge fan of this. Don't get me wrong, but putting it up against that,
You're preferring that, aren't you?
The Paulaner, this just pains me to say to all them people in this beer group will listen to this video and go, ah! But I'm a lot of things in life, but one thing I will be is honest. And for someone who's old school like me, don't like it when they're too sweet, that is your number one Oktoberfest.
His personal
that is your number one Oktoberfest. Not more to my preference. Your number one. That is the number one. That's how it works.
I'm still going on the Lowenbrau. I like the traditional sweet malts that you get at the beginning of these Oktoberfest beers. I do enjoy that. I'd still really go on the Lowenbrau.
Oh, I do. That's got more flavour.
Yeah.
Than that. That's got more going on, and you can taste that. It is more complex, as you said right at the beginning, but it does have that sweetness, and it's not as sweet as the Spatter Note or the HB.
Where did
or
you
last
get this
year's
bottle from?
Beers of Europe.
Beers of Europe. So,
Yeah.
other people have been trying the Paulaner Oktoberfest.
0425. Well in.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's this year's. Let us know what you thought of this, because having tried them side by side, last year's to this year's, I'm quite surprised at the difference.
I don't know. As I said in the last video when we stopped, because I stopped the video basically because I said
Because you
it
wanted
could
to
go
try
too
the
far.
two of these together, yeah.
And I know that we got that loaded in there on the machine. So the only way to do it, and that's the only bottle that we got, unless they come in Aldi or anywhere else, I'm not doing
After last year's, you
£100
weren't
order.
expecting to like that as much as Big Gutted he's got one.
I only actually bought one of them. I brought 4 of. Don't worry about it.
Can't win them all.
You can't win them all. I brought one of them. I said I'll do a review. Looks the part. I've done my bit. I didn't see that coming. Hold my hands up. Stunned. And if that's not different to last year's and people can't see that, then either they're doing something wrong or both of us two are, because someone's wrong somewhere along the lines. I'll say you can say, yeah, the can, if you check back on the last review, the can's a year old. Well, it's not really a year old, but almost. But
The can actually fit more with the style of beer, what I would expect from the style of beer. The can actually fit more than what this year's bottles are, or this particular bottle anyway.
absolutely baffled. But great, you know. And if I was to ever to go Oktoberfest, I'll be back on that. I'll be back on that this year. The only one,
the most,
the main
this
one
year.
we've got to do left is Hacker, and I've never been that into Hacker's Oktoberfest.
No.
The wheat beer, the Keller beer, but not the Oktoberfest. That's not my favourite one, Hacker the Cracker there, is it, with the Oktoberfest. But it's great, you know, and it's great that, as I say, people say that they're all the same every year. It'd be really interesting to see, but people have already been drinking it and shouting about it, but no one has noticed this thing that it's not as sweet. And I've seen loads of people that have drank it, so I don't know, we put them both up together. You've got to remember, half the people that drink beers are guzzling them back, and you don't think about what you're drinking though, do you? Because you think, oh, it's Paulaner, it's lovely.
Yeah,
It's completely different. That's not even slightly different, that's completely. But I don't know, it's only an opinion, isn't it? But there you go. There's your number one, Oktoberfest. Sorry.
In Paul's opinion, I still like that one.
Me and this drink, we've been together since literally 1988. Actually, 1987 when I first used to drink that.
Going back some years.
Yeah, he was a pup. Now I'm in trouble. Oh, that look says it's all right. You can have both of these two after. See, she loves me again. Right? No, seriously. Thanks for watching. But if you got this far, do let us know. I won't put the videos out together because they're bore you to death. But you have to watch one to watch the other for it to make sense.
Yeah, you would have
I'll
to
put her
watch
right
both
up
for
in
it
a
to
way,
make sense.
try and explain that I'm not so dopey that I sound. Right, bonjour.